How many schools in Orange County have a Heisman Lane? Well, only one. It's Mater Dei High School. This school has produced two Heisman Trophy winners, John Heward back in the early 60s, and more recently, Matt Leinart. Mater Dei High School getting ready to play a big football game this Friday night against Servite, the Holy War, the battle for the Trinity League, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be one heck of a game Friday at Angel Stadium. Hello, everybody. Welcome to OCVarsity.com's Gridiron Show for Week 9. I'm Steve Fryer here with Dan Albano and Carlos Arias, and behind the camera there and producing and editing, directing, doing all the cool stuff is Jonathan Khamis. We're here at Mater Dei High School, fellas. It's lunchtime over here, pretty active, and the kids are getting all charged up and get ready to root on their Monarchs. They play Servite on Friday night. We'll talk about that game in a minute, but first let's preview a couple Thursday games. We'll start with a pretty good one right here, which is Huntington Beach against Los Alamitos. That's at Veteran Stadium. Huntington Beach lost a pretty close game to Edison last week, and Los Al got beat pretty bad by 2 touchdowns to Newport Harbor. Fellas, I saw Huntington Beach. I've seen Los Al. I like Huntington Beach a lot. Nolan Beagle's a good running back. Didn't get going against Edison, but I think he's going to have a pretty big game against Los Al. And I like that quarterback, Michael Chislock, and I like that defense too. So I'm picking Huntington Beach to win this game. It would be the biggest win in I don't know how long in football. But again, I got the Oilers to beat the Griffins. What do you think, Carlos?
So we're saying Los Al's not going to make the playoffs. That's crazy, man. I mean, Los Al not being in the playoffs, but I'm with you, man. I saw Huntington Beach. They could have very easily beaten Edison. I think these guys believe in themselves. I think they're going to pull it off. Yeah,
I do too. Dan?
You know, if you look at the comparative score between Los Al and Huntington Beach against Newport Harbor, which upset Los Al last week, really surprised me. You know, it really favors Huntington Beach, and I think Huntington Beach is going to get the victory. I mean, they really dominated Newport Harbor. Last week, Newport Harbor, Titus Hassan really ran the ball extremely well against Los Alamitos, and I think Huntington Beach is going to do the same thing, but they're also diversified. But I like the Oilers to get the victory.
Okay, skipping ahead to Friday, we've got a pretty big game in the South Coast League. I think, Carlos, you're at this one. It's Tesoro against Mission Viejo. Both these teams are 2-0 in league. Mission got the big win last week against San Clemente, and I think that Mission Viejo keeps it going. I think they beat Tesoro in this game. I think they're just too good from top to bottom, especially on D.
Mission Viejo's definitely got the edge, but Tesoro has got their inside Mission's head. You can't even say the word Mission Viejo on that campus. They absolutely hate each other. It's a South Coast League meltdown. It's going to be crazy. But, yeah, I'm going to have to give the edge to Mission. But, I mean, don't be surprised if Tesoro wins this.
All right, right up. Dan, what do you think?
I'm picking Diablos. I don't know why. I was wrong in questioning the Mission Viejo defense last week against San Clemente. I mean, they did a great job against the run game and those big offensive linemen, Kyle Murphy and company at San Clemente. And that's what Mission's defense has been consistent. Even when they lost to Redlands East Valley, it was a close game. And I think the challenge for Mission this week is going to be stopping on the defense. They got to stop Blake Rogers. They got to stop Nate Tago, and even Adam, the quarterback for Tesoro. They have 3 outstanding running backs, but Tesoro's too one-dimensional on offense and not diversified enough to hang with a Mission Viejo defense. So I like the Diablos, South Coast League champions.
The other Trinity game just happens to be annually the biggest game of the year, pretty much. You know, Mater Dei, Servite, Friday at Angel Stadium. You know, I tell you guys, we're all going to probably pick Servite, but I've been around long enough, so have you guys. In a big game, when the odds are against them, Mater Dei seems to find a way. I'll tell you, they've done it. How many times we've seen that over the years, you know, with Rawlinson gets the troops going and Mater Dei comes and pulls off something ridiculous. You know, I'm going to go with logic and say that Servite wins this game, Carlos.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not very logical, though. You know, like my brain doesn't work like that. You know, I go with my heart, and you know, you look at Mater Dei, and they're the one that's backed in the corner, and we talk about this time and time again in the Trinity League. Whoever's backed into the corner comes out, you know, with a switchblade or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And we know Mater Dei can pull it off. They knocked off Santa Margarita. You think they're tired of getting beaten by Servite the last few years? Yeah. You know, I don't know. I see Mater Dei coming out here, man.
All right. I like that pick. Yeah, you know, he's going Mater Dei. Yeah, he's got the Monarchs. What do you think?
I'm going to pick Servite. I mean, they're just too tough. I mean, defensively, you know, they're just so stout, and they got a great offense coming off a big victory. The thing, it's a rivalry game, so it's going to be close. It'll be closer than a lot of people think. It's going to be close. But Mater Dei they're not running the ball right now, and when they're just too pass heavy, the defenses can just tee off on the quarterback, as Coach Rollinson was saying last week. And I think what Mater Dei's really got to do is they got to take a page from Orange Lutheran just last week. They've got to feature some different stuff. I mean, they've got to run the ball. I don't know if Jonathan Lockett's got to run the ball, if they've got to put a linebacker as a fullback. They have got to run the ball. The defense has been okay. It's been okay, but they red zone offense. They keep keeping that defense off the field and not getting worn down. Mater Dei, if they can run the ball, they have a chance to win the game. But I don't know who's going to run that ball.
We got our work cut out for us, but you know what? They rented the stadium. We're going to show up, and I can count on Mater Dei kids to give an all-out effort. We feel very confident in our game plan on both sides of the ball. So execute it. Pin your ears back. You got nothing to lose, that's for sure, and go get them.
We're going to have to be consistent because, we play good some games, and, next games we play bad, but that's the most thing. Got to be consistent because, they're a really good team. Got to play up to their level.
Well, they're consistent. Their offense is consistently gaining yards. They don't lose a lot of yards, and their defense, those linebackers and their DBs, they're pretty good.
All right, well, we'll see what happens in that game and all these other games we previewed. It's a great week of football here, Week 9 here at OCVarsity.com. We're getting ready for a fun week of football here at OCVarsity.com, where we've got you covered.